oTradeMark.
Hey everyone, it's Trademark here, and this is episode 1 of my new YouTube series, The Path to Prestige. So if you missed the intro video, basically what this series is simply all 50 games that I played during a Prestige on Double Experience weekend, in which I was able to level very quickly. I'm basically going to take you through the leveling tips and strategies which I used in order to level very quickly. So the very first game that you see here was actually recorded the night before Double Experience. So this is just a regular headquarters game. It was the first game that I had played after Prestiging, and so I don't have anything. I just have the default classes. I do end up going with the SMG class, and the SMG class I believe uses, oh there we go, it uses Marathon, Lightweight, and Steady Aim. So it's a really great class when you're first starting out, because you're going to be able to always be in the action because you're faster and you can run for a longer time. Basically, because this is my first game, I don't really have any equipment. I don't have any of the perks I would like to use or guns. You also notice right there I lag quite a bit. In this game, I do lag a lot. I don't know what was going on with my internet the night before, but I was getting red spikes all over the place. So yeah, this game I don't believe is the greatest game, but it does get me up to about level 6, which is all that you need. You know, your first game is just, all you need to do for your first game is get to level 5. That's when you unlock contracts. Level 4 I believe is custom classes, and that's what you're trying to do with these first games, just unlock these. Now one thing to say about these first games is that because you don't have any weapons unlocked, you're not earning challenges for any gun. So if you ever find a gun on the ground that is better than yours, because your first guns that you have available is MP5K and the M16, and so you notice I find the Silenced Khalil here on the ground, so I pick that up, because any weapon that you have, and then I go through some crazy lag there. So anytime that you find a gun on the ground during these early levels, go ahead and pick it up until you unlock your prestiges, or excuse me, until you unlock your guns. It's better just to use a weapon that's actually going to get you kills. So I find that AK-74U on the ground, I pick that up. If any of you are unfamiliar with gun statistics, the AK-74U is superior to the MP5K in just about every single category there is. So I definitely recommend that you use the AK-74U when you do have it unlocked. I mean, there's a reason why it's the #1 used weapon in the game, and that's just because it's an awesome gun. So go ahead and try it out if you haven't. They did make some adjustments to it in the most recent patch. I believe they brought the max damage down from 40 to 35. I haven't confirmed that myself, but someone was saying this now with 3-hit headshot kill when close quarters. So, AK-74 used to be a 2-shot headshot kill up close, and apparently it's a 3-shot, which means that they must have lowered the maximum damage that the gun does. I've also heard some rumors that the grip center speed was lowered, so if you use the grip on it, I personally don't, I always just use rapid fire on it, but if you use the grip, the time that it takes for your gun to center on screen once you've made a shot from the recoil is going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, so anyways, excuse my voice, I think I'm coming down with some type of illness. I mean, that just kind of seems how it is when you have kids. Between him and my wife and me, it seems like one of us is always sick and the others get sick because of that, so I do apologize if it's a little hard to understand. So back to this game. I mean, when you're first playing, your first game especially, I mean, you don't have the stuff that you like, don't have any equipment, and it can be frustrating, at least for me. I get very frustrated when I don't have my tactical insertions, because I feel like I'm spending so much time running. And so for these first games, if you're playing headquarters, it's very important that you capture the HQ points. The HQ points are basically, I believe it's 2 250 experience. I'm not positive on that. I'll take a look. But I mean, 250 XP. That's basically that's 5 kills in a game of headquarters. So it's very important that you get on those points and capture the points when you can. Notice some really bad aiming. The AK-74U, when you have rapid fire on it, it's definitely a close quarters weapon. You don't want to be trying to, pursue long shots. When you have steady aim on a class like this, you don't even really need to aim down sights. I mean, your spread when you're running or when you're standing is just so small that you can pretty much just fire from the enemy. And that's the MP5K as well. They both have the same hit fire spread. So definitely recommend just for your first levels. I always use an SMG with Marathon Lightweight. It's just the fastest way to engage targets and it's the fastest way to level up initially. A couple of prestiges I have tried using the M16, and I think in this prestige actually that's the first gun I buy because I had a red dot contract. So the M16 is a good gun, don't get me wrong, but I feel that the SMG does offer a little bit faster leveling just because of how quickly you can get to areas. Now I miss out on that HQ point right there, and you'll notice I got 2 kills while I wasn't capturing, but if I would have gone to the HQ, I would have gotten more experience than I had gotten just from those 2 kills. So, I mean, again, if you have an opportunity to capture an HQ point, it's very vital that you do that during these first games. This next little section here, I do some pre-firing action, and basically what pre-firing is if you see some red dots outside of an area, as you turn corners, always be very, I usually pulse the right trigger, always be ready to fire, because typically the person that's firing first is going to get a view kick on the other player, and you're going to make it so they can't kill you, and you typically will get the kill if you fire first. So I make a bad move right there. I shouldn't have exited the HQ building. You have cover in there, and I decided to run out for some reason. I also notice that I do have a really bad habit of checking the scoreboard. It is important to check the scoreboard, especially to see which of your teammates are alive and which of the teammate or the enemy team is alive. But don't be checking it so much that it gets you killed, and that's what I do.
Iron Man behind you. I thought you got smashed. Motherfucker's not over and shot me.
Friendly spy plane inbound.
Trademark, slow it down. I gotta get the first place contract.
And so, if you didn't hear right there, one of my good friends, Iron Man 6655, he asked me to go a little bit slower on this round because he was trying to get a contract for taking first place in HQ game. Another reason why you want to play with your friends or a team of 6 is because, typically randoms are not going to just not play just so you can take first place and get the contract or something, And it's really helps. There's been a lot of times when I've just been kind of in the gaming slump and I can't get one of those first place contracts. So when you're really close, you're like first, you're second or third place, but you have some teammates that are willing to kind of hang back and let you take first place. It's going to help your leveling faster. So just another reason that one of my top 5 tips was playing with the team.
Rider behind it.
Also, a disclaimer: you probably are going to hear some curse words in the background. As much as I do try and not get too frustrated in the game and keep my language clean,
Yeah, I got another one, dude.
I know that a lot of times I don't have the best amounts. Same with the people that I play with, so kind of consider that a mature rating for my videos, which the game's mature anyway, so you shouldn't really be playing it unless you're 18 anyway. So
jamming our radar.
Alright, so as you can see, I mean, I'm really struggling in this game. I don't do so well. Just a lot of dying, and that's probably how your first game your first game is gonna be. Especially if you're running to the HQ, you're gonna die a lot. And another tip that I'm going to give you, just kind of a mini tip about leveling quickly. Don't be so concerned with your kill death ratio. I know a lot of people they just play so campy because they want a good kill death, and having a good kill death ratio really means nothing. There's lots of people that can essentially fake their kill death ratios just by being a campy player and just playing around and whatnot. And I mean, granted, there are good players that truly have a 3+ kill death ratio, and they're literally just beast at the game, and that's great. But for the most part, when you find a player that has over a 3 kill death ratio, it's very likely that they motion sensor, ghost silencer, corners all day long, and they're not helping their team win. So I always say, take your statistics as a group. If you have a good kill death, make sure that you have good win-loss as well. If you're helping your team win, that's what's important. And as long as you're making your team's winning and you have a high kill death, I think that's great. So right here with this Galil, you're going to notice a pretty sweet move right here. I see 2 guys come up the stair, and I actually jump out the window. They're going to think I'm still, I don't know what they were doing, to be honest. They thought I was gone, but I come up behind them and able to get a double kill there. Nice swap the MP5 out for AK-74U, just like I said, always get that done. One thing to mention, now that I'm level 5 in this game, so I've hit level 4, I've unlocked the custom class and unlocked weapons and perks. So actually, every kill that I get from now on is going to be counting towards my MP5K kills, and it's also going to count towards my my perk progress. So you'll notice at the end of this game, I already have some steady aim, lightweight, marathon accomplishments done because I was still playing with the same class. One thing about HQ that you want to do, you'll notice I do it right here, is you can use the headquarters point as kind of a defensive barrier. If you lay up right next to it, it's harder for grenades to kill you. It's also harder for people to shoot you and kill you. So I highly recommend that if you're near an HQ and you're about to cap it, just lay down right next to the point. Get those points. Even if you die right after the headquarters is captured, again, that's 250 points that go straight to you. So I keep checking the scoreboard. I'm trying to see how much I'm ahead of Iron Man. And I think it's pretty soon here that I just kind of lay down and I don't do much. It might be in another few minutes I do that. Yeah, this isn't a great first game, guys. Don't get me wrong. We don't go 250 on the score, which you pretty much should always go 250 and win the entire game, but we don't. I struggle with lag. It's really not a great game. So, this prestige is not filled with 2-to-1 kill death awesome gameplay videos, but it does show you that during a game you're going to win some, lose some, but it's just overall some tips that'll help you prestige quicker.
Enemy spy plane above. Headquarters online.
So there you go, I get promoted to level 6 right there. And the game's just about over, I believe. Kind of lay down back here just to see if Iron Man can pass me.
Friendly spy plane inbound. Enemies jamming our radar.
Oh, it's ripping me every freaking time, dude. I got him in the face right there. That AC doesn't have triple kill.
So Iron Man passed me up, but he's only got like 1 kill lead, so I don't want to be too aggressive here. Basically, I notice I can't get one kill because he's 70 points over me and the kill is 50 points. So I throw a grenade and I was kind of laughing at him because I thought I might get a double kill and end up passing it. End up dying for one final grenade. I told him if he killed someone, he was out of luck. So
Enemy spy plane above.
doesn't end up doing anything though, and game ends just like this, 165-40. So, you know, not the greatest game, and you'll see here at the end it's going to show you the experience for this game. So I get some weapon unlock contracts, create a class, all that good stuff. I finished with 8,630 experience on the game. You know, so not a great game, but that's okay for your first game. This is going to be more realistic. This is a double experience. This is about what you're going to get. But what it does show you is what you're going to be able to do once you get to about level 5. So first thing I do is I purchase some contracts. I get the Headquarters Hurricane. I also buy the Site Evolution, which is 40 kills with the red dot. So I need to be capturing HQ points, get kills with red dot, and I end up buying Overwatch, or no, maybe Guardian, I forget. Oh, there you go, I buy ASP killer. So I'm going to buy the red dot attachment, I do believe. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, it looks like I go into M16 because it's already unlocked, so the M16 is a lot easier to get red dot kills with than the MP5K. So I throw that on, and the very first thing you'll notice that I purchase is my tactical insertion. That should, in my opinion, that should be what the equipment that everyone on your team runs. And I'll explain that in the game here in a bit. But I end up buying Marathon, Lightweight, and I don't have enough money for my perk 2, so I just leave it at Hardened. But yeah, that's about it for Game 1, guys. I'll go ahead and start rendering Game 2. Game 2 is nothing spectacular. I mean, it's regular experience as well, but I think starting with Game 3 is the first game that I played with double experience, and that's where it starts to get good. So yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Au revoir, and I'm out of here.